I'm saying goodbye to my Apple Watch, at least for the month of January 2021. And here's a few reasons why. I bought an Apple Watch for the first time about 3 years ago, and I started with the Apple Watch Series 3. Instantly fell in love with it, wore it every single day, and recently upgraded to the Apple Watch SE. But for Christmas, Sean bought me this incredibly thoughtful gift. It's a replica A11 watch, which was, they say it was the watch that won the war. It was the watch that they gave to World War II soldiers, and I've always wanted one. So when I opened that gift on Christmas Day, I wanted to wear the A11 watch instantly. But obviously there's no room on my wrist for two watches. I can only fit one on. However, the thought of switching from the Apple Watch, which I've worn every single day for the last 3 years, instantly brought up some anxiety, and I wasn't really sure why. So I've decided to go the month of January this year using only the analog watch that Sean bought me. And here's a few reasons why. One of the things that I initially loved about the Apple Watch is that it tracks metrics. It collects data such as the amount of steps you walk in a day, the amount of miles that you've traveled, the amount of calories you've burnt on a workout. And I realized that these are things that I use every single day. For example, if I take the dog out for a walk, I always start a walk and work out on my watch. I can't go out for a walk without having the watch on my wrist, tracking where I'm going and how many steps I've done and how long I've been out for, even though I don't do anything with that information afterwards. So it's become more of a tool of obsessively collecting data without analyzing that data and making improvements in my life, which is not a good thing. It's as if I don't have the watch on my wrist while I'm doing a workout, the workout doesn't count. That was one of the reasons I was a bit anxious about saying goodbye to it, but also one of the things that I think I probably do well to get away from. I've already done it for 2 days this week. I wore the watch that Sean bought me instead of the Apple Watch, and there was a real sense of trepidation about missing those 2 days worth of data. Now, Apple doesn't think that I did any exercise that day. It doesn't know how many steps I've done. And it's made me realize that I've got a really unfounded attachment to the watch. It doesn't do as much as I thought it would do when I first bought it. Essentially, what I use the watch for now is for paying for things in shops and as a very easy way to start a timer. Hey Siri, start the timer for 4 minutes.
Okay, your timer is set for 4 minutes.
Timing how long it takes for my cafetiere to brew the coffee before I can drink it. And again, it does have other benefits. For example, it's nice when I'm working to be able to see my calendar on my wrist, and I can match up the time of the next appointment with the time that's displayed on the screen. But again, I worry that I'm relying too heavily on the watch and I'm not developing this skill of memorizing things on my own like I should. I've even had times where I've put something in my calendar and thought, never mind, the watch will remind me, and then neglected to pay attention to the watch's reminder and thus missed an appointment. And that's not good. So I think saying goodbye to the watch for this month will be a real test of whether I actually find the watch useful. My hypothesis is at the end of January, I will be better off for not wearing the Apple Watch than if I were to wear it every single day like I have been doing. And the reasons are numerous. It'll be good to develop those memory skills and not rely on the watch to tell me what's going on. It will be good to just forget about whether I'm tracking a workout and just be ready to go out and do it at any moment. If my watch is in charge and I feel like going for a run, am I going to wait for the watch to charge before I go out for the run? It becomes counterproductive. I feel like I've bought this device which was supposed to help me become a better person, and in fact, I've just become a lazy person and somebody who's obsessed with the collection of data rather than seeing the benefit in just doing the things that I know I should be doing. And one other thing that I feel like I should mention on this subject is the sunk cost fallacy. When I was thinking about switching from the Apple Watch to the A11, I thought, I've bought this £400 watch. Why would I not wear it? And this is a prime example of the sunk cost fallacy. Just because I've invested some money in a piece of technology which I thought would benefit my life, if it isn't actually benefiting my life in the way that I thought it would, the only reason to keep wearing it is because I've spent the money on it. And that is the sunk cost fallacy. Just because you've invested some money into something, if that thing is no longer benefiting you or will not benefit you, it's perfectly all right to say goodbye to that. The same can be said, if you bought tickets to an event and then the day of the event you decide you're not feeling 100% and you'd rather stay home, it's fine to not go to that event. It's okay to lose that money as long as what you're actually deciding to do benefits you. So that's why I'm saying goodbye to the Apple Watch. I'm not convinced that I won't start to wear it again. It's already come to my mind that perhaps after January, I'll wear the Apple Watch in the weekdays so that when I'm working, I can keep that information handy and on my wrist. And then on the weekends, just switch to the analog watch and just forget about the technology and be. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Do you rely too heavily on technology? When I first got my watch, I thought it would distance me from my phone a little bit and it would be a barrier so that I wouldn't constantly be on my phone. It hasn't done that. It's just another thing to worry about. Who knows? If January goes well, if I feel much better at the end of January than I do now, I might even consider selling the Apple Watch. We'll see. I will keep you updated. Take care. We will speak in 2021. Thank you for watching. I hope that you got something from this video. You can find my website at www.olirosaphoto.com. You can follow me on Instagram at olirosaphoto, Twitter at olirossa. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day and I'll speak to you next time.